Have you ever experienced things keep repeating themselves no matter how hard you've tried to change it? Maybe it's your relationship pattern, maybe it's your work, your finances, that you've tried to change the outcome, but somehow after you've tried everything, at the end you land in the same place or with a similar outcome and result. I want you to picture this. A woman wanted to grow a lemon tree and she planted a seed in her garden. Months later, she found out that was an apple tree instead of a lemon tree. And she was so frustrated. When she checked the seed, she realized that was an apple seed. And very obviously, you cannot grow an apple tree from a lemon seed. This is exactly what happens in so many people's reality. So I would say the seed is your subconscious identity, and the trees, the fruits, they are the reality, the outcome that you are experiencing right now. So this is what I want to talk about today. You cannot build a new future from the identity and emotions of your past. That is exactly why no matter how hard you try to change the outer circumstances, there's only that much within your control. If the inner version of you have not yet ready to receive what you try to create outside, you will always create a similar and familiar outcome in your life. This is what I see a lot in my one-on-one sessions with my clients. They want to achieve the next level of success, or they want to have a better relationship. But inside of them, there's a lot of issues about receiving, about deservedness. Let's say you want to achieve the next level of success in your business. Many of my clients, they are either entrepreneurs or executives. If you want to achieve the next level in your current career path, there's only that many hours you can work. So working harder is no longer the solution anymore. And this is very common pattern that I've often seen. The hidden thing is there's the part of you that don't believe you deserve more than what you already have right now. Many people have this conception about when life starts improving, when you have more, when you achieve more, you will feel happier, you will have more freedom, you will have more time. But most of the time, what I've seen, at least for my clients, that is not the case. There's only the game that they keep chasing the next achievement. When that arrives, the emptiness is still inside. It's not going anywhere. They even feel emptier. They feel, what is the point of keep chasing all these things while I can't fully enjoy what I've built outside? And especially in a relationship, you may think if I can find someone who loves me, then I'll be happier. So everything is focused on the outside. It is like you want to change the image inside the mirror without changing yourself. The reality is reflecting your belief system inside, the way how you see yourself when you are not performing, when you are alone in your own. What is that feelings, that emotions keeps coming up for you? This is not a random pattern. The way how you respond to everything happens in your life, there's an emotional pattern there. And why you get triggered by the situation or by specific type of people, it is because there's something inside hasn't been seen, hasn't been resolved yet. Your life only answers to your identity, not your wish. If you want to see what is the identity that you are currently playing, check out your patterns in different areas of your life. See what's been keep happening in the past years, especially in the past 5 to 10 years. What are the patterns that keep repeating? That is the proof the program is running in the autopilot mode. That's why you keep creating the same outcome. Most of the time, what I see is some clients that we try to change their job. They get into a new relationship. They even move to other countries. But the same result keeps happening, keeps repeating itself. And they ended up in the similar situation. They kept choosing the emotional, unavailable partners, or they keep having conflicts at work with their boss, with their colleagues, and they keep facing the same challenge in their business, in their finances. Before they came to work with me, they thought that it's just bad luck. They thought that it's just a timing issue. But what if that is not random at all? When it keeps happening, when it keeps showing up in your reality, there's a program running behind it. And that program, it is your inner belief system, your inner identity. Maybe you're still running from the identity of someone who has a fear of failure, who has fear of success, fear of being loved, fear of having too much. It depends on how you brought up in your upbringings, and you can still be operating from that version of you without knowing it. That's why I always say, do the reality check. Check what is happening right now in your life, in the areas that you so want to change, but you've tried so hard. You've done the inner work, you tried manifestation, you did affirmations, visualizations, and it still remain the same. Sometimes you can also self-sabotaging yourself too. You may achieve the next level of success, but somehow you started to have some health issues, or you may receive a large sum amount of money, but something happens, a big bill comes, and the money just gone. Science and a lot of research has proved that we are actually making decisions from our subconscious mind. That's why we keep drawing into the same situation. We thought we make a new decision, but our subconscious has already secretly scanned everything and affect you to make the certain decision that create the similar outcome. It's like you try to change the destination, but somehow every single route that you take keeps bringing you back to the same destination. That is the subconscious power. So here are some more examples. See if this is already happening to you without you realize it. I want to help you to see, to mirror back, to reflect what is currently happening, because I want you to be able to create a better life for yourself, to manifest your heart's desires with ease. When you can understand the patterns that is creating your reality behind the scene. And majority of people, they don't know that they are carrying the past baggage with them, and that create the similar situation. So picture that someone may offering to help you, and even though you want the help, but since the identity inside you has been playing the role of independency, I need to do everything on my own, I shouldn't ask for help, I don't need this kind of support, I can do it all on my own. And before you even have time to think about it, the words are already out of your mouth automatically. It's okay, I've got it, I can do this, don't worry, thank you. How many of you have been in this situation, and then after you feel overwhelmed, you feel exhausted, and you question why there's no support, why there's no one help me? Because the subconscious identity inside you has already rejected all the support you need. Or maybe that you receive the money and suddenly you will have anxiety, or just feel it's still not enough, or feeling how long I can hold and keep this money. The money has arrived, but the security inside hasn't. That's why there's a lot of successful people who have achieved a lot on paper often feel so empty or exhausted inside. That is not because of the money, but it's because of the identity. Even more money can arrive, more success can be achieved, but they can feel numb because the identity of I need to work hard, I need to keep proving myself, instead of allow themselves to truly receive or enjoy the life that they have built. Part of you want a better life. Maybe you already have the success, then you want more peace, you want more happiness, you want more love. Or maybe you have love, but then the business is not going well. This is a very common belief also. There's a belief like, I can only have A or B. What if you can have both? So what I've often seen is someone can be very successful, but they failed in other areas of their life, like especially in relationship. Someone who is thriving in their relationship, but something happened in their business or at their work. This is a very common scenario. You can also check the people surrounding you. They either have one of these issues in their life: successful business, failed relationship, or a good relationship but issues with their work. This is the lack mentality that we've taught since young. It's like it's so greedy to have everything. If something is good, that you already have it, stop asking for more. You need to be grateful. You need to be satisfied with what you already have, right? So many grow up in this mentality. Even myself also, but that is the system, the matrix, right? The matrix is trying to trap us in this reality. And that's why majority, I would say 98% of people, they're drifting in life, following the same system without knowing it. This is also why my channel, if you've watched my previous videos, it is a different angle and topic that I'm bringing in right now. I started as a healer. I do a lot of emotional healing. And the past 3 years, I've been doing a lot of inner work. That is why I resumed this channel. I want to bring everything that I've learned to share with you what is possible. And since I also have a corporate background, before I come to this work, I was working for the corporate. I was a senior management at a large international company. So when I look back to that corporate version of me, there was so much stress. Even though the title was good, the income was good, but inside it is still running in that lack mentality, that not good enough, the imposter syndrome. This is something that I want to help more people who had already built a success on the paper, to help them find the missing piece inside. You don't need me to teach you how to be successful. I assume that you already are. I'm here to help you see the blind spot inside. What are the blocks here to prevent you from achieving more, having more, not just in your business, but in all areas of your life, your relationship, your finances, your health. And when you change the identity, embody that version of you, you will see the reality will start to change. And this is what I'm going to share more in my channel. So here, I have 3 questions for you. I want you to journal with it and answer it honestly. This is the answer for yourself. The first step to break the pattern is to be honest with your feelings, to see what is truly inside you that you haven't allowed yourself to see or afraid to see. I understand it's not always easy to go deep with yourself. It can be emotionally challenging, and you might not feel safe to go deeper or to dig deeper with yourself. And that's why I want to ask you questions to help you find the answer for yourself. So the first question I want you to ask yourself is, what feeling keeps showing up when every time your life starts getting better? Think about the last few times when things start getting better. Maybe it's an opportunity appeared. Maybe a relationship started moving into a right direction. Or maybe more money come in. So what feeling arrived after? Was it excitement? Was it pressure? Was it a lot of doubts? Or have the sense that something could go wrong anytime? Pay attention to the feeling that keeps following you from chapter to chapter. That feeling is often the old seed, the old identity trying to protect you, trying to pull you back. So now the question 2 is, what is this feeling trying to protect you? We go 1 layer deeper right now. When you notice that every time when things getting better, you started to alert what could go wrong after. So that is not random. That is the pattern. Now ask yourself, what is this feeling trying to protect you? Imagine that if that feeling could speak, what would it say to you? What is it trying to tell you right now? Maybe it's trying to protect you from disappointment, from getting hurt. Maybe it believes staying where you are will protect you from judgment, because the more you have the fear of judgment. how would people think about me? How would they see me when I have more? Or it believes staying in control will protect you from being hurt again. Perhaps you've experienced before while you're out of control, then ended up you feel hurt. Every emotional pattern starts as a form of protection. Something you experienced before that you still feel unsafe, insecure for you, and your body, your subconscious mind know about it. That's why it will create all this response, these feelings to protect you. It affects the way how you make decisions, and that keep creating the similar familiar situations. The moment that you understand what is trying to protect you, you can start to work with your emotions without feeling awkward, without feeling uneasy. And question 3, I want you to ask yourself, who would you be if you stop playing from the old identity and start playing the new one? The one that's been always on your mind, the one who might want to travel more, who want to feel ease in a relationship, who want to feel fulfillment when you achieve the next level of success, who wants to be able to hold and keep the money that you receive without fear of losing it. How would you feel if you allow yourself to trust yourself more? How would you feel to be able to enjoy everything that you've already built outside and still feel contained and fulfilled, joy, peace, happiness, love, support inside? The thing is, you do not need to change everything today. Focus on one area first, one step at a time. This is the ongoing process. This is the ongoing work. Every time we try to break through the current level, there would be something has to collapse. Something has to change. This identity of you right now will have to change next year if you want more. So your next level of life, of your success, of your relationship will always require the next level of you. So focus on one thing first for today, especially if it's the first time you're getting to this identity work. Do just one area at a time. If you want some guidance to go deeper, check out my digital workbook, Shift Your Identity from the Inside Out. This is the workbook that I created to help you do all this foundational work, to help you understand why the identity is creating your reality and how you can shift it. This workbook gives you a step-by-step guide to help you understand deeper. I will highly encourage you to get this workbook, and I'm going to put the link in the description. And if you want to work with me to go even deeper than the workbook can take you, then you can apply to work with me one-on-one. The link is also in the description below. Remember, when the inner world shifts, the outer world must follow, and that is the law. Comment below and let me know what's your biggest takeaway from this episode. I would love to hear from you. And if this episode helps you, remember to subscribe to give me some support and share with your loved ones who also need to hear this message. Let's pay this forward to change more lives together. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in wherever you are. See you in my next episode.